Okay.
Hello, my name is Bill Huber and I'm seeking your support for the position of President Business Manager. I have 40.5 years employment with Verizon. I have been involved as a representative with Local 827 my entire career. My union background, credentials, and education and experiences will be listed in the special election issue of the New Jersey Reporter and posted on this site. I am on no ticket. I only seek your support. At the Northern Candidates Night meeting, I announced running for President Business Manager. I got involved late in the process. This was not an easy decision. For the last 9 years, I have worked in the field, all in the Westwood garage. I have made a lot of friends. In 2005, I moved into the Fios group. I install and maintain the Fios product. I live with GPS, 50% scheduling, 11 to 8 tours, idling, leaving the garage too late, back in the garage too early. Sunrise, meters, tech wizard, the list seems to never end. Verizon focuses on these reports rather than customers. In December of 2008, I became a steward again. We have challenged schedules, GPS, the phase program, the loss of Fios work being given to our customers, anything to protect the member, we file grievances. We are lucky. We have very few discipline and suspension cases. We have also been very lucky. I happen to work in an area where every central office is wired for Fios. I worked a lot of overtime, as did my co-workers compared to the rest of the state. Then in August of '09, Verizon pulled the plug. I believe Verizon had to show Wall Street we had no work. This just to create a layoff. My opponent told you I did not want the current scope of work agreement and that he saved the world. What he doesn't tell you is the broadband scope of work agreement concept started in the early 90s. It was my opponent that brought you a watered-down version of this agreement. The Hudson unit voted this worthless agreement down. There is talk around the state of a coalition. What it is are former officers and business agents that have spoken and that have agreed, if we are all elected, that there is an understanding to put the past behind us and move forward to give you, the members, the best qualified leadership in years. When I was president during 1999 and 2001, I was able to negotiate a one-year extension, which put all of the East Coast on a common expiration date. You got a 5% wage increase. The medical copay for retirees was suspended, along with other improvements in benefits and working conditions. At that time, we had a membership of over 11,000 strong with a sound financial base. I was able to build relationships with other I.B.E.W. and CWA locals, with all the employers, which in turn brought work to New Jersey. In my opponent's area, Northern, like Hudson, filed grievances over set-top box self-installations, the mailing of routers, remotes, along with other equipment. Northern also filed grievances over the VATS cabling, a case that my opponent pulled from arbitration. My opponent compared that manufacturing of cabling to the snip and take back in the early 70s. He felt we could not win. In his own area, the Morristown garage was disbanded. The Dover garage had 24/7 surveillance over a 2-year period, videotaping of members and facility technicians being forced to Roseland out of the Northern unit. And not once did my opponent respond in his own backyard. We in Hudson thought the layoff of our VCS members was personal. Perhaps we were wrong. He did not help Northern, nor did he help Hudson. My opponent talks about growing our work. You can't grow our work if our customers don't buy the product. Verizon won't dispatch on maintenance tickets. Verizon is not providing customers with good service. Verizon has our own customers troubleshooting. This product used to sell itself. We are now losing our customer base. My opponent continues to sound like the company. At the Essex candidate meeting, my opponent was asked if he was running for CEO of Verizon. We need to protect our work. We need to force the company to live up to the promise they made to the statewide franchise agreement. Dominic Turdo and Dave Kubert fought that fight to help get that franchise. We need to stop Verizon from giving our work away. We need Verizon to start building the infrastructure again. We now live with a dress code. My opponent said he was the only one that got something for this. Fios large business. Where? The only large business is the Verizon building in Basking Ridge, and we don't have that work. We got nothing. All of these items should have been resolved at bargaining, not in mid-bargaining, not in some back room where my opponent is by himself. When elected, I will work with the employer to increase our membership. Go to the politicians to put pressure on Verizon with the fiber build and expand the 70 counties currently under the agreement. Use local advertisers and billboards to inform our customer base that Fios is wall-to-wall union, and inform them to demand service. Dispatch union technicians to install and maintain. I am the only candidate that knows firsthand the Fios product, knows the problems, and can find solutions to protect our work and our members. I interact with network technicians, frame attendants, and other clerical support. We know we work in a business that provides service. We understand we are it's a part of our environment. I won't have you fill out some dumb Saturday form. We need to make all our Saturday work at the premium rate of pay and increase our tour differentials from 10 to 30%. This will benefit every title. I will fight to keep our work. I will police our work with other I.B.E.W locals, but most importantly, I will negotiate work that hopefully will take everyone into their retirement. Members have questioned me on how I'm going to get respect from the employer. Respect is something you earn, not force. My 40-plus years has earned that respect. My past success in bargaining and my continued success in representing the members in the Westwood Garage have proven I have that respect from the company. It's now time for a change. Put back the experience. Help me put the respect back in the workplace. I have the dedication, knowledge, and ability to negotiate with our employer that will keep Local 827 here today and tomorrow. You now have a real choice. Elect me, Bill Huber, President, Business Manager. Thank you.